And I am really excited to be able to share with you this unique, one of a kind computer. This is an all in one, and I'm pretty sure that you've never seen an all in one like this. So, this is a 24-inch all in one computer from HP. It's item E230442. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about because maybe you have a student who is going back to school or just went back to school and they need a great computer for the dorm room, or they just need a wonderfully fast computer that can do everything that they need to do. Or maybe your computer's slow, maybe you're frustrated, maybe you need a family hub, a computer that the entire family can congregate around and can also not only use it as a computer, but use it as an entertainment console because this computer here at 24 inches is a beautiful display that you can do all of your work, all of your shopping, all of your streaming, all of the homework assignments. It's all available here. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what is an all in one? Well, this computer is all in one, which means there's no tower, there's no additional wires that are going to get tangled. Oh, no, no. Everything is here. This screen is everything. And this is what you get. You get the beautiful all-in-one display and you get the wireless keyboard right here, which also has this great trackpad integrated into it. And this is wonderful because you can take this with you on the go. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why is it called an Envy Move? Well, let me show you because, like I just mentioned, this is unlike any computer that you've probably ever seen. This computer has a handle. You might be saying to yourself, well, why does this computer have a handle? Well, take a look at what you can do with this computer. This is the all-in-one. This is the Envy Move. So this is designed to take with you on the go. Look at what I'm about to do here. I have it plugged in. I can unplug it. Now, normally when you unplug a computer, what happens? It turns off because it doesn't have any power. Well, guess what? The Envy Move is designed to take with you from room to room to room. It has a built-in battery of over 3 hours. So now you can take your 24-inch all-in-one from the kitchen to an office to the deck outside to the patio, pretty much anywhere in your household. And did you see what happens when I place it down? Let me do that again because it happens so quick. You see, these are the legs right here. When I place it down, look at that. It folds. This is HP innovation at its finest. This is such an incredible computer. I am so excited to be able to present this for you here today because this computer is so powerful. And I'm going to walk you through the specs here in a second, but take a look at the screen. Let's talk about the offer here really quickly before we really dive in deep and I show you everything that this miraculous computer can do. So, as I mentioned, it's 24-inch all-in-one. Clearance price here today, which is just so incredible because normally you'd be paying $1,099, so almost $1,100 for this computer, but not here today. You're getting this at a clearance price, which is so amazing. And when I tell you all of the specs and everything that this computer can do, you're going to wonder how it's down to $799.98. You can break this down to 5 easy payments of $160. And guess what? Free shipping and handling. I love when we have free shipping and handling. Now, this computer weighs just 9 pounds, but guess what? This is great. You don't have to pay for shipping and handling because normally a computer that weighs 9 pounds, it might cost you a pretty penny for shipping and handling. And I believe that if you use your Q card, you can actually even break this down into 12 easy payments. How wonderful is that? It is just such a great time to shop right here. There you see the information of the Q card is available on QVC.com. Just go to QVC.com/Q card for more information. And oh my goodness, how great is this computer? Well, let me tell you, let's dive into it. I am so excited about this computer, you guys. There's so much that you can do with it. So first thing I want to mention is the fact that it is touch. Can you believe that? Yes, this computer is touch, so you can interact with it in so many different ways. The processor inside, it has the Intel Core i3 processor. You're going to get 8 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, which makes it even faster. You got a 512 solid state drive. You got Wi-Fi 6 for faster Wi-Fi, which makes pretty much everything that you do quicker on your computer. Look at this, up to 4 hours and 15 minutes of battery life, which is just so incredible. And as I mentioned, it's got the latest Core i3 processor. So there is a lot to get excited about on this computer. But let's just dive in and start talking about some of the things that make it so miraculous. touch. Look at what I can do. I have the same type of experience that you would be accustomed to seeing on a smartphone or a tablet, which means that when I'm on QVC.com here, if I want to, I don't know, check out this great pair of Clark shoes here, I can just click on it. And did you see how fast that is? And maybe I want to watch this video, but I want to see it a little bit bigger. I just click on that. And then look at this, 24 inches of beautiful streaming. It really is that fast. And by the way, this computer screen is not just any computer screen. This computer screen is more than high def. It's actually a quarter HD. So what does that mean? That means that your footage is going to be vibrant. You're going to be able to see everything clearly. You're going to be able to enjoy the colors, the resolution of pretty much everything that you have here. So you can see the details. You can see the color, the vibrancy. It's so smooth. You can play 4K video on here because the processor, as I mentioned, is that Intel Core i3 processor, which allows you to do so much. If you want to do some light gaming, you could play games on here thanks to that Intel Core i3 processor. So you've got an amazing display. And by the way, narrow bezels on here as well. It's just such a beautiful computer that you're going to be so proud to display pretty much anywhere in the household. Now, I talked about the fact that you have 8 gigabytes of RAM. This isn't just any RAM. This is actually DDR5 RAM, which means it's the latest version of RAM. What does that mean for you? That means that it's going to allow you to multitask really fast. You can jump through the apps. You can have multiple apps going at the same time, which is really great. It really is so much fun to be able to interact with your computer. And as I mentioned, with touch, it just makes everything so much more fun, so much easier to use. And by the way, let's go over here to QVC.com and share with you one of my favorite things about touch. So maybe this font right now is a little bit hard to see. Even though this is a beautiful screen, look what you can do. You can just go right here and pinch and zoom. Isn't that amazing? It just makes everything so much easier to see, and you can interact with this computer so much easier. And by the way, you can just jump through all of your apps with the greatest ease here, and it really is such a pleasure to be able to use this. Now, let me take you on a tour here because there is so much to talk about, so much to get excited about with your brand new Envy Move. When you get this home, you're going to be blown away at what an amazingly well-built computer this is. This is a computer that you're going to be proud to have displayed pretty much anywhere in your household. So first and foremost, as we talked about that screen, you've got also great stereo speakers, which, by the way, these speakers are phenomenal because these speakers are actually B&O Play speakers, which B&O stands for Bang & Olufsen, which is a super high-end audio brand. So not only do you get a great visual experience with this computer, you're also going to get a great sounding computer. What does that mean for you? That means that the movies that you play on this computer, you're going to enjoy watching how vibrant they are, but then you're also going to really appreciate the sound that comes along with it. Okay. Let me take you on a tour and show you what this all-in-one has to offer. First and foremost, take a look at how thin this is. The computer is all in here, and this is why we call it an all-in-one. So let me back it up here so you can see the ports. Right down here, we have a USB-A port. It's a super speed USB-A port, which means that you can transfer information in a matter of seconds as opposed to a matter of minutes. You've got a USB-C port here. Now, this I love to call the port of the future because you're seeing this port everywhere. All the new electronics are coming out with this port, and guess what? You have it built into your all-in-one. Right here is your volume rocker. So let's say you're watching a movie, whatever, you're listening to music, you can very easily just raise the volume and lower it by using this volume rocker here. Of course, you can also control it using your wireless keyboard, which I'll show you in just a moment. On the very back here, I want to make sure to point out, by the way, this beautiful color, this is amazing. This is white. It's got a beautiful speckle to it as well. So it really is, adds a little bit of texture. It's beautiful. You've got our new modern HP logo here as well. And then of course the handle, look at that, it just magnetizes there, which is really great when you're not using it. And then you just lift it up just like that when you want to take this with you everywhere. Now this right here is a little fabric, and you might be asking yourself, well, why is this here? Well, because this is a move, take a look what we can do. We can actually place the keyboard right in here so that when you take this with you, pretty much everywhere, you can secure your keyboard right in there and your mouse and your trackpad, I should say. So you can, again, just take this with you on the go. It weighs about 9 pounds. So that is such a great little thing to have there. A nice touch from HP. And I want to show you the other side here because there are plenty of other ports as well. So right down here, that's your power input. As we saw, you get over 4 hours of battery life with this. You have an HDMI in. Now you might be saying, well, wait a second. Normally, we talk about HDMI outs, which means that you can use multiple monitors. Well, because this monitor is so large, you can actually connect devices, connect HDMI devices. And I'm actually going to connect that gaming system, which is right back there, in just a moment and show you exactly how this works. Right over here, this is your input. This is important because if you want to cycle through something like that you have connected here, you can just hit this button and very quickly go from your computer to whatever that you have connected to your computer. And right here, this is the brightness. So we can control the brightness of the screen here. So lots of great buttons here. Out of convenience, we put that in there. And right at the very top here, this is your power input right there. So that is just wonderful to have there. It's super convenient. And then let me show you right over here. Place this down here. Right up here. I know it's kind of a little challenging to see, but you actually have, it's not just any webcam, it's actually a 5-megapixel web camera for higher resolution, which means that you're going to be able to see everything with better resolution. The folks on the other end of your Skype and your Zoom calls and your team meetings are going to see you clearer. And we've even added a little privacy switch. You see how that turned white there? It completely covers up the web camera. That's an extra layer of security for privacy, which is just so nice. And by the way, this computer has something called Windows Hello built in. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to log your computer in with your face. So when you first set up this computer, you can actually register it so that it recognizes your face. And when you turn it on, the web camera will scan your face. It knows that it's you, and you'll very quickly log into your PC. And I love that because think about this. If someone guesses your password, they're going to be able to get into your computer, but only you have your face. So it's that extra layer of security that comes along with the computer. All right, so again, this is the Envy Move E230442. It has the Intel Core i3 processor, the latest Intel Core i3 processor. You've got 8 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, which is the latest version of RAM. And you have a massive 512 gigabyte solid state drive, which is such a big deal because that is really enough storage for the entire family to be able to store all of your files, all of your documents, all of your pictures, pretty much everything that you can think of. You've got plenty of space inside of this computer to be able to do it, which is just so great because with a computer that is designed for you to enjoy all of your streaming content, designed to watch all of your favorite shows, your movies, you're going to want to make sure you have plenty of storage space inside of the computer to be able to do that. And with a 512 gigabyte solid state drive, you're going to be able to do that. By the way, a solid state drive is more secure. You might have heard of a hard drive. Well, this doesn't have a hard drive, which is part of the reason why we were able to give this computer such amazing battery life, why we were able to make this computer so light and portable. A hard drive is like a record player with a needle, and it creates heat, and it's outdated technology. And with the solid state drive, it makes everything that you do on your computer significantly quicker. So you got the latest technology built in to this Envy Move. Now, let's talk about the operating system here that comes along with your Envy Move, and that is Windows 11. Now, Windows 11, in my opinion, is the most intuitive operating system that Microsoft has ever come up with. It is so easy to use, it's so much fun, and it's so intuitive. Now, when you want to find something, you hit the Start menu, and you're going to see pretty much everything right there. That's your gateway. It's a very familiar experience. So if you have a smartphone, a tablet, you're going to see your apps. If you want to search for something, it's very simple. Just put it in the magnifying glass, and you're going to be able to find that. Maybe you want to change the way that your computer looks.